I see networking already started, so keep it that way. Just a quick note, right? So Underdog.con is supposed to be casual, nothing formal, nothing suit up and all that. And it's meant to be like that. We design it that way so that you feel more relaxed, you share more as well. Okay, cool. So my name is Reuben. Hi, good morning again. I run Daily CMO, a marketing newsletter, and we run conferences like this called Underdog, just to bring people together to share, learn, and to network with each other. All right, so thank you for being here. I appreciate all of you and can't wait to meet you later on. All right, so a few things I want to quickly go through before I pass it on to the upcoming speaker. Yeah. So number one, next slide. Oh, sorry. Okay, so quick run of the agenda. You all have the agenda list in your, I think, WhatsApp group, right? But yeah, just quickly to run you through, we are kicking off at 10:15 with the first speaker, which is Melvin, in a while. But we do have lunch as well later on, going to be served behind. Yes, for our Muslim friends, you'll be able to tapao that for your buka puasa later on. So don't worry. And all these are here. So you have that. If you don't have that, let us know in the WhatsApp group. We'll send you the agenda again, okay? Now, quick one. I know everyone wants Wi-Fi. So this is the Wi-Fi SSID and the password, okay? You can take a quick picture. I'm going to pause here for a few seconds. If you need it, yeah? If you don't need it, please don't connect because you'll clog up the network. Okay, moving on. Now, don't forget to join our online forum as well. This is where recordings from today will be posted. So we are recording all the speeches today. We are recording the whole event, and all this content we posted up into our online forum. If you've not joined that yet, you'll find the link in your emails in the WhatsApp group, and also by going to this link right here, circle.dailycmo.net. All right? This is just an example from the past conference where we had recordings from the past speakers, yeah? Just to give you an idea. You can access the platform on your desktop and mobile aside also, yeah? It works both ways. Okay, so quick one. What is Underdog.con? Yeah, so a lot of people ask me what Underdog.con is and why is it different from many other conferences. So number one, we focus a lot on case studies. So the speakers we invite, they share case studies. They share stuff that they have done, not stuff they pick up from the internet and put into a slide somewhere, okay? Number two, there's no hard sales. So no such thing as run behind and get a course for 5,000, something like that. Nothing like that, okay? So this is not the kind of event. Number three, you meet the best kind of people here, like all of you here, 10 a.m., you're all here. That's the game of Underdog.con, okay? And we are all here to have fun, right? Okay. Now, I just want to thank you quickly for all the people here for making this happen. We couldn't have done this without you. So again, I apologize if your brand is not up here. We have so many brands, and some brands got black background, got yellow background, got all sorts of backgrounds. So like it's hard to put all in one slide. I understand. But keep in mind, you are in our minds, and we see all of your brands today, okay? So thank you for making this a possibility, and thank you for coming to today's event, okay? Ooh, all right, cool. A big thanks to our venue partner as well, APW, amazing place, and for allowing us and making this happen as well. And I know finding this place here was a little hard, but that's having fun, yeah? Okay, and also thanks to Studio 20 and primarily Sun Seng, who is behind there in white. If you look behind, say hi, Sun Seng. Okay, Sun Seng runs Studio 20. They are a creative agency, and they are also our venue partners for today's event. So we wouldn't be able to run this event without their support. So thank you again. And of course, I'd like to thank our sponsors as well. And our first sponsor I want to thank is Salty Customs. Now, Salty Customs is a brand that has existed for quite some time. I think all the way back to 2010. And they have been in business for 14 or 15 years right now, right? And when they first started off, they were into customized T-shirts. But today, they have evolved into becoming a merchandise solutions company. So to give you an idea of what they do, well, they started off with customized T-shirts, right? But now they have moved on into creating things like socks, power banks, and anything that a company wants for their merchandise, right? And they do this really well in a way that it's not just printing T-shirts and sending to a company, but they have clients like AWS, they have clients like Coca-Cola, Nike, and in some cases, right, AWS will say, we want the same kind of merchandise in all our offices around the whole world. Can you do it within a month? These are the guys to look for, right? So I recommend you to go and follow them. Seriously follow them. So I put up a little QR code here for you to follow them on their Instagram, okay? And if you don't have a camera, well, it is Salty Customs. Yeah, that's their handle. All right, so go and follow them. Please go and like them. There's a lot of big things coming up in the next few weeks or few months. And we have been doing interviews with them as well. And this is going to be launched in a few days. I think tomorrow or the day after. I recommend you watch that interview. All right. Now moving on to our next sponsor, that would be Automate Me. Now Automate Me has been really graceful and also helpful to us, and they've been supporting Under.com from the very first time we have run. This is the 5th run of Under.com, and they're still here. They have a booth behind. Say hi, Kimberly and also Aslan. Yeah. Okay, so Automate Me is a business of automation. In today's business, well, everything is about automation, right? You have AI, you have automation, and that helps you become more efficient and produce more in your business. So what they do is they help all automations in a business, from emails, messages, WhatsApp, and their most popular product would be a WhatsApp automation product, right? So you have things like this, and I think this is like the lifeblood of e-commerce businesses. Most of in Malaysia, I was told, after speaking to some of the speakers today, a lot of them still PM, berapa price, how much is this, right? And this is done on WhatsApp a lot as well, aside to all the social media, right? So these are the guys who does WhatsApp automation for you guys. And I know they are running a Raya campaigns, so you can look for them later. These are some of the details. You can look for them to learn the real details. But all this, if I'm not mistaken, for a single payment of like $99. No brainer. Okay, so Automate Me is behind. Please look for them later on. Moving on to our third sponsor for today would be Easy Store. Thank you for making this happen. Now, Easy Store is always confused with, people compare them with Shopify. What's the difference between Easy Store and Shopify? All right? And based on what I've heard and also understand, Easy Store is very localized. So, business in Malaysia, right? You have your local payment gateways, you have your local logistics, and this is where Easy Store comes in very, very strong. So they also have an offer behind. They have an offer behind. So they have a booth. So look for them. And today, for all our attendees here, you have a free trial to using their platform as well. So I'll leave that to you guys. Okay, and of course, a big thanks to our generous speakers and also people who are coming here to share. All right, so I've just placed some faces here, but you meet them later on. And thank you for being so generous in sharing your knowledge, experience, and so what you've learned in your business, and of course, case studies as well. Okay, so quick one, before this event, I actually spoke to all the speakers and did an interview. Now, you might see 1 or 2 interviews out already on our social media pages and our newsletter. Not all of them, because we didn't have time to publish all of them, right? But a few key themes I heard from these speakers when I talked to them is these 3. Now, they'll tell you more in detail, but I'll brush you quickly through these key concepts and to give you like a teaser of what's coming up, okay? So number 1, right, is the one essential thing in all business, okay? Let me go through this very quickly. Now, if you started an e-commerce store selling bicycles, I just picked that from the internet, yeah? What is the number 1 thing you want? What's the number 1 thing you want? Anybody has an answer for that? Sales, I heard sales. Okay, so traffic and all that, right? But if you open up a bicycle shop, right, e-commerce store, what you want is a hungry crowd, right, who wants to buy bicycles. So my point here is, you can have an amazing product, a great product, but no demand, it's not going to work, right? As business owners, we are like surfer, surfer who surf on the wave, right? You can be a great surfer, you can have a great board, but if you don't have a wave, you're never going to be able to surf, right? And that's the same for businesses. So the thing is, a lot of businesses will go to marketers like us and say, hey, I got this product, cannot sell. Why are you not doing a job? All right? So our job as marketers is not to create demand, although a lot of people think our job as marketers is to create demand. It's not. Our job is to find an existing demand and satisfy it. Right? So I believe in this, although some of you might disagree with me. Right? Now, number 2, branding. Now, my slides are supposed to have some animations, but I don't have that today, so I apologize for that in advance. But what's a brand? Now, a lot of the speakers I spoke to prior to this talk a lot about brands. And one of the things that they regret not doing early on is building their own brands. Most e-commerce businesses I talked to started that way, right? So I was looking online last night, and I would argue that Segway is not a very successful brand, as in it is dipping. Their marketing is not great, and they have been overrun by a lot of cheap products, right? But if you look at this example here, you see Segway has 6,900 sales for this scooter, which costs $1,000 USD, right? Compared it to my left, you see this is something on Alibaba, 1/10 of the price. Let's pick the higher price at 101, right? And minimum orders are one piece only. So what is going on here, right? Now, when you have a brand, you're able to sell at a higher price, but we all know that. But what's a brand really? A brand really is a promise, right? When you buy a Segway, you kind of know it won't burn. You buy this one, then a bit scary, right? So a brand is powerful, and if you're building an e-commerce brand, if you're building a business, I've heard again and again that brand is the number one thing that you have to invest in very, very early on. All right, that's how people know you, and that's how you know Under.com as well. That's a brand. All right, marketing. So when I talk to a lot of these people and ask how do they do their marketing, a lot of them will tell me different sort of strategies, right? Some will say, oh, we do TikTok Live, we go on live on Shopee. Some will say, oh, we do run a lot of paid ads, we pay influencers, we work with influencers. So everyone has a different strategy. Now, unfortunately, as business owners, we tend to look at our neighbors and see our competitors, oh, they are doing Facebook Live. I think I should do that also. Right? We tend to become copycat marketers. But marketing is kind of simple in a way. Basically, when you start off, you try a lot of things, and then suddenly you see there's a few that works, right? And once you find those that works, you double down. And this has been the core theme of most of the people I've interviewed. They all do this. They try a bunch of things, find one that works, find one or two that works, and then double down. Then really simple, okay? So I'd like to conclude my little introduction by these three key themes. So one is, in any business that you do, any product you launch, you want to look for a hungry crowd. If today I were to start a hot dog store, I want to look for people who wants to buy hot dogs, right? Number two, you should always build a brand early. You can never escape from that, right? And number three, in all business, aside from just e-commerce marketing, you want to have prioritization and focus. Do one thing really well instead of doing 10 things not very well. All right? Now, I hope you take a lot of photos. I hope you find great people today. I hope you network around, make full use of today's event, and you hope you learn a lot of things. And more than that, I hope you take a lot of photos. Do tag us on Daily CMO. That's our Instagram handle. Right? We love to see your photos. We love to see from your point of view. And I hope you have fun today. Thank you.